I'm recording, right? Been drinking a lot, so.
Oh yeah, I hit record.
This is the problem with filming all of these in a row, because I have to drink the cocktails. I guess I don't have to, but I gotta let it go to waste, so. Welcome to yet another episode of Mortgages and Mixology. So today I want to talk about interest rates. More importantly, locking an interest rate. If you've never bought a house before, this is how it works. Interest rates go up and down, right? With the market, rates have been on a little bit of an upward tick, whereas last year and the year before they were really, really low. So now they're starting to creep up a little bit. I've made videos on other things. Long story short, when you enter into a contract on a home, when you have found the home that you want to purchase, then you have an opportunity to lock the interest rate in. What that means is you're guaranteeing that that is your interest rate for the loan. Once you lock the rate, if it goes sky high the next day, you don't care because you're locked in. If you are purchasing, or maybe even you're under contract with a new construction home right now, most in-house lenders for these new construction homes do not offer what is called a long-term rate lock. They can only lock you like 30 to 45 days before you close. 9 months from now, 6 months from now, who knows where interest rates are gonna be? And since they are on an upward trend, it might be nice to go ahead and lock that rate in now. So if they do jump up to 7-8%, at least you're locked into today's rate and not rate, 6-9 months from now. So the good news is we can lock a rate at Loan Depot for up to 12 months. So we can lock for up to a year, which is pretty cool because it guarantees today's rate a year from now. Now there's a few stipulations that go in with that, right? You're not gonna get today's rate, you're gonna get like a 0.5% higher than today's standard rate. So it is gonna be a little bit higher upfront. Obviously there's risk for us locking it because if they jump up 2%, we're locking you in at today's, we're good. But what happens if it goes the other way? If rates all of a sudden come down? You're still protected. We offer with those long-term rate locks what's called a free float down. 45 days prior to closing, if interest rates are lower than when you first locked, you can take that lower rate at no additional penalty or any problems. A couple other things you want to know about these long-term rate locks. There's a cost for it up front. You gotta pay for it, right? It's gonna be a little bit, it's gonna be a small percentage of the loan that you have to pay up front. Kind of like an earnest money deposit is the best way because that money is 100% refundable, which means you will get it back if you still fund the loan with us. Reason for it is if we lock an interest rate for you for a year, there's a cost that goes along with it. And if you find a lower rate somewhere else and jump ship and go to another lender, then you are out that upfront money. But if you fund it with us, we credit that money back to you at closing. So it's fully refundable as long as you still keep the loan with us. So pretty standard stuff, but I think it's important for you guys to know. Long-term rate locks can be a great option if you are under contract with a new build or if you're looking at new construction homes. Take a look at your long-term rate lock options because it is something that can be very beneficial for you. Like, for example, someone that locked their rate 3 months ago are gonna be super happy that they did a long-term lock 3 months ago because now they're much, much higher. Now, obviously, no one has a crystal ball. We don't know what's gonna happen, but it does give you some peace of mind knowing that you're locked in, and same thing, if they do get lower, you can still take advantage of the lower rate. Why not? It's worth it to at least look at your options. If you wanted to review that, give me a call today. I'd be happy to take a look. Let's get into the cocktail. My mother, who actually does not drink at all, gifted me a cocktail recipe book for my birthday. Thanks, Mom. Appreciate you. There's a lot of fun drinks in here, like drinks I never even thought, would exist. And today is one of those drinks, but it works out perfect because the name of the drink really caught my eye because it's called the Up Down. Talk about interest rates going up and down. Well, this is the Up Down cocktail. If you do a long-term rate lock, this should be the only Up Down you care about because this is gonna be a good one. It's made with cognac, Kahlua, coconut milk, and some cardamom bitters. And then we're gonna top it with some shaved pistachios. Sounds interesting, but I'm actually really looking forward to it. Let's get into it. Let's make this cocktail. We start with our cognac. I honestly do not have a lot of cognac drinks, so I went out and got this today. It says it's good. It says it's won cognac awards, so it's a single state cognac. Give it a shot. The ABK6. Again, I have no idea if this is good. If you're a cognac person, please let me know what are the good ones because I honestly have no idea. I'm hoping this tastes good. 2 ounces of this right into the shaker, followed by the cognac. We're gonna get the Kahlua. So Kahlua is pretty popular. I think most people know what Kahlua is. We're gonna use 1 ounce of this. So this is just it's a rum and coffee liqueur. It's very dark. So I'm just gonna toss that on top of the cognac. And then this is where it gets interesting. I have some green cardamom bitters. For whatever reason, I actually had these lying around. It was in the recipe itself, but I had green cardamom bitters. I have no idea why. It must have came in a kit or something. But Scrappy's bitters, green cardamom. We're gonna do 2 dashes of this. I feel like the first one didn't come out, so that was 2 or 3. Ooh, that smells really good. 2 ounces of coconut milk. So I just poured this in a little jar to make it look better than the weird can it was in. But 2 ounces of straight up coconut milk. And this guy's thick. Whoop. Dairy free though, so that's gotta be good. All right. This one we're gonna do a little bit different. We're actually going to dry shake this, meaning we're gonna shake it without ice for about 15 seconds. All right, you were counting. I have no idea if it was actually 15 seconds, but now we add the ice. Before I start shaking that again, I'm gonna get my large ice cube to put in this fantastic looking glass. So this one large clear ice cube. You guys have seen me use these in the past. They're super cool. So we're gonna throw that guy in there. So again, we did the dry shake for 15 seconds. Now this one. Sure, we'll call that 15 seconds. Same thing, we're gonna strain that into this, it's called a snifter glass with the large ice cube. So again, double strain, that's pretty. Get all of that goodness out. And then we add some freshly shaved pistachio. I have never ever had pistachio in a drink before, guys. And there you have it. The only up down you should care about if you have a long-term rate lock in place for your new construction home is this cocktail right here. Cheers, guys.